Hello, I'm Michael of M.O.D Catering Services. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to decorate a very huge cake. And of course I've been decorating bigger cakes but not in a round shape. So I'm going to decorate this 12-inch birthday cake for a lovely dad who is clocking 80 today. So we have pineapple flavor, we have caramel, we have cookies and cream, we have red velvet and strawberry. That's what the client requested for. And we decided to just surprise her with it. So stay with me as we decorate these 5 yummy flavors and bring out the very nice design she chose. She chose a design we've done before, but this time around you're doing it in the bigger size, that's a 12-inch cake. So stay tuned, don't go anywhere, and share with your friends to also learn. Go. Alright, so I'm going to start by layering my cakes, and as I explained in most of my previous video, I love it when you slice up my cake, you see different colors, different flavors in there, making the cake look so yummy and attractive. So I'm not going to group my red velvet and strawberry at the same place, no, because the color looks similar, red and pink. So I'm just going to layer my caramel, then goes my strawberry, then my pineapple, then red velvet, then I end with cookies and cream. So we have our caramel cake here. I'm just going to take a partial amount of my cream, and I'm just going to sandwich that with it. Then I'll be adding in some yummy filling cream as well. I'll be adding in some yummy filling cream to make it more sumptuous. So I'm going to add in, this is our apple and cinnamon filling cream. So I'm going to gently spread this up. Then we add in our next layer, which is our strawberry, and of course I'm going to layer that strawberry with our strawberry filling cream as well. So this is our second layer, which is our strawberry. I'm going to also take a partial amount of our whipped cream. And I'm just going to gently spread it all over the surface of our cake. Then I add in my strawberry filling cream. Okay. Then our pineapple comes in. So our third layer is our pineapple. And if you check closely, you can see our pineapple chunks in here. It's very delicious, trust me. I'm just going to gently sandwich this as well. So after sandwiching, then we can add in our caramel. So I'm going to gently mix this up. I'm going to gently add this to it. Then our red velvet comes in, then we finish that with our cookies and cream. So I'm going to add in our very last but one flavor, which is our red velvet. We are not done, but I'm already loving our beautiful cake layers. So we are going to add another layer of cream, add in our filling cream, then we finish up with our cookies and cream. We're going to add in our strawberry filling cream. and we add in our cookies and cream. So as you can see, there's a lot of cookies going on here. We have our cream in there as well. Trust me, it's very tall and huge. So we are going to first of all dowel this cake before we proceed to crumb coating and finishing. So we have our dowel rods here. This one I'm going to use in doweling the cake to make sure they are well positioned and well stacked before the delivery. So I'm going to push in my dowel and come on. So I've pushed in my dowels and I'm going to start by crumb coating the cake. We always need to crumb coat our cake to secure the crumbs and make sure the crumbs are positioned underneath our very first coat. So I'm just going to crumb coat this. Then once I'm done, I refrigerate it or freeze it for some minutes before I proceed to add in my final coat. Then it will be ready for delivery. That's after designing. Let me start sandwiching the whole sides. Okay, so we are just going to do our final coating. I have to reach out for a longer or a taller palette knife. So as you can see, crumb coating up mostly seals the crumbs underneath this very coat. So whatever crumbs that might pop up in the final design, this first coat normally seals them underneath. So I'm just going to crumb coat the whole layers together. And as I keep saying, your crumb coating must stand out always. You should always have a perfect crumb coating. I'm just going to crumb coat the whole cake layers. Once you start, you just clear off any excess cream on the board. Then when you are done, with a clean napkin or tissue, you just wipe off any excess cream. Going to add in, filling in every space that needs to be filled in with whipped cream. So far we've used, should I say, 1.5 cup of cream in doing this. We've used about 1.5 cup in sandwiching and crumb coating our cake. And I think with another 1.5 cup, we should be done frosting this whole cake. So in all, we'll be using 3 cups, but I know definitely we will have some of the cream left. I'm just going to clean the board. Then still add in a little bit more of our cream. I add in a little bit more. Then gently I scrape with my palette knife. When we are done, I'll reach out for my scraper. I spray a little bit of water. Water mostly smoothens out my cream. Then I pass it around a whole cake. So please, most perfect cakes must start with your crumb coat. You shouldn't just crumb coat your cake anyhow and expect to get a perfect cake. I keep saying this. You should make sure your crumb coating is always on point and it's neat and perfect. Once you're done, you're just going to pop this into our freezer and we are going to allow this to chill a bit for us. The cakes are already frozen, so it's going to speed up the process. So I'm reaching out for an offset spatula which will help me smoothen a bit. This spatula doesn't really help out because it will end up messing up your cake. It will allow your hands to come in contact with your cake. With the offset, it lifts your hands off the cake a bit, but with this one it doesn't. I'm just going to gently do a smooth finishing at the very top. So we're going to just do a gentle smoothing and finishing at the top. When we are done, we reach out to our scraper, we spread a bit of water, come back and do our final smoothing. The creating of cream cake is also easy. It's super easy. This is even huge, and once the crumb coating is a bit firm, we just do our finishing. Then our cake will be ready for delivery. Please give it a try. There's no harm in trying out something new, something bigger. And please, if you want to know the cream I'm using, I use Meister whipping cream, and also there is a video on how I whip my Meister whipping cream. So after watching this video, you can glance through my page and also watch how I whipped up my Meister whipping cream. That's the powdered one, and it's going to help you frost your cake easily. So I'm going to freeze this up, and we'll be back to do our final covering. Thank you. So I'm reaching out for an offset spatula which will help me smoothen a bit. This spatula doesn't really help out because it will end up messing up your cake. It will allow your hands to come in contact with your cake. With the offset, it lifts your hands off the cake a bit, but with this one it doesn't. I'm just going to gently do a smooth finishing at the very top. So we're going to just do a gentle smoothing and finishing at the top. When we are done, we reach out to our scraper, we spread a bit of water, come back and do our final smoothing. The creating of cream cake is also easy. It's super easy. This is even huge, and once the crumb coating is a bit firm, we just do our finishing. Then our cake will be ready for delivery. Please give it a try. There's no harm in trying out something new, something bigger. And please, if you want to know the cream I'm using, I use Meister whipping cream, and also there is a video on how I whip my Meister whipping cream. So after watching this video, you can glance through my page and also watch how I whipped up my Meister whipping cream. That's the powdered one, and it's going to help you frost your cake easily. So I'm going to freeze this up, and we'll be back to do our final covering. Thank you. Okay, so as I said, we'll be needing 1.5 cup of whipping cream, and this is our 1.5 cup of whipped cream. So all we need to do is just wipe. Okay, then we are just going to mix everything together. Then we can start frosting our cake with it. So we're going to scoop a partial amount onto our cake. Then we start covering the whole cake with it. I'm going to gently spread it all over the whole side. So I'm working on the surface, that's the top first, before going on to the side of our cake. So make sure the very top of our cake is coated very well. So now I'm going to reach out for my longer palette knife. That's what I'm going to use in coating the whole cake. going to cover the whole side of our cake. So yeah, almost done cutting. When you're done, with the help of my smoother, I'm going to just smoothen out the cake. Then I go ahead to do my silicone brush design. She chose a design I did for a 90th old celebrant, so we are doing this for an 80th old. It's a gold and white design. I'm just going to finally put the whole cake. Then once I'm done, I smoothen out. And of course we need our smoother and our water. So what I do is I'm going to spray around the cake. Then also my smoother. Then I'll start off passing the smoother around the cake. So when you're done, you're just going to gently fill in all those parts that has to be filled with a little bit of cream. But before I proceed, all I need to do now is, with the help of my hand whisk, I'm going to gently mix up my cream a little bit. As you got into the base, I'm going to just mix this up slightly, not too much. And just a little portion of it. And I'm going to cover it in. So this is a very light coat I like to use around the cake. There is no particular reason. You can skip this part. I'm just going to put this lightly all around our cake. I'm filling the top as well. And the bottom as well. When you're done, I reach out for. But before that, you have to make sure our cream should at least exceed the height of our cake. It shouldn't be less than, because when you're done, you have to scrape from the edge to the center, and if there is no cream there, scraping that will be a bit difficult. So I'm going to spray the water. Then I gently pass this all around our cake. So you can see clearly we have to fill in some little parts. That's this particular side. We need a little bit more cream over there. I'm just going to gently apply the cream, not too much. Something there is some little. Then when I'm done, I'm going to spray again. The secret to this perfect finishing is just our water. Just that and nothing else. So I'll be using comb, but I'd like to have a smooth finishing before proceeding to using our cake comb. That's our silicone brush for our design. It doesn't mean you should just do a covering. That wouldn't require any stress. You have to make sure your covering is perfect and on point. Though we'll be using comb, but to get a perfect cake, you have to make sure everything you are doing is so perfect. So I'm just going to spray the water around it. Once I'm done, I spray the comb at the brush as well. So I'm now going to start with our design. So she chose this design of mine, gently waving my way to the top. Don't you love this already? We are not done, but I know it's looking all beautiful and nice. So now we are going to spray half of our cake in gold, fix in our happy birthday or happy anniversary. We add in our fox balls, we add in the age of the celebrant. Then our cake will be ready for delivery. We are almost done with it. So we are going to work on the edges. We mix up our gold with our edible spread, then we spray that around the whole cake. It's huge, it's beautiful. We are not done, we are almost done, but the cake is looking all beautiful and lovely. If you're still watching, please don't forget to hit the like button, and you can also share with your friends to also learn this as well. This is our spray and our edible. That's our edible gold dust and our edible spread. So I'm just going to pump our whole cake with our gold design. So I'm just going to first of all spray this to divide it, then we spray the very base to get it a bit detailed. Okay, since we are done dividing, we are now going to spray it deeper and make sure our gold is very deep. Okay. So we are almost done painting our whole cake in gold. We have to make sure it's deep enough. So afterwards, we turn the cake and spray in the details a bit. We check the part that needs a little bit more spray, and we just spray that. So once we check, we spray, we check, we spray, we check, we spray. So now our cake is almost ready. I'm going to work on the edges. Then we add the work on the edges. I scrape from the edge towards the center. That's how I do my sharp edges. Then I scrape off the excess and beautifully wipe my palette knife. So from the edge towards the center, then I scrape it off, then I wipe. Edge to center, scrape and wipe. Edge to center, you scrape, you wipe. That's how I do it. So, edge, then to the center, then we scrape gently, then we wipe it. That's how we're going to finish up with this whole beautiful design. That's how we go about it. Please do wipe because so edge to the center, we scrape, then we wipe. So that's how we get our very beautiful design. We're just going to gently clean our board from our excess gold due to the spraying. So we just clean off. Then when you are done, we add in the celebrant's name. The cake is huge, yes. It's very, very big. 12 inches cake. Super, super big. So we are now going to add the name of our celebrants. That's the general. So we apply a bit of water. Then we gently add our alphabet to it, general. And then we're going to add our alphabet. On the other hand, we are going to paint this in gold as well. Let me add a bit more water. So just fill a little bit more water. So the water will just keep our alphabet in place. General. The name in gold. So we are going to add the age of the celebrant to our cake. That's 80. Then we add this lovely happy anniversary topper as well. Then we can start pushing in our fox balls. I'm just going to just gently add the fox balls. I'm just going to mix them up. So we basically push our balls in. Then we also arranged from the top to meet our anniversary topper. I'm going to do a bit of changes here. I'm going to fill in to make sure it's a bit bulky at the top and the sides as well. And now we have our lovely birthday cake for our 80th birthday celebration. And here we have our lovely and huge 80th birthday cake for our lovely birthday celebrant. Thanks so much for joining. I'm Michael of M.O.D's Catering Services. Don't forget to subscribe.